Do your Minecraft houses always turn out looking like this? Then this is the video for you. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to build a beautiful farmhouse that includes multiple gardens and is easy to build for beginners who are just starting out their survival world. Hi, I'm Rosie, and I'm here today with a tutorial video. Now, I have a box right in front of me. This box contains all of the things that you will need for this farmhouse build. So let's proceed. For made items that we're going to be using to build the house and the structure, some decoration blocks down near the bottom, and in my inventory right now I have a couple of the extra decoration blocks that I specifically chose. But you can pick whichever one. I picked all the different kinds of seeds for the garden part, carrots, potatoes, and my 3 favorite flowers in the game. Okay, so you're going to need a 19 by 27 plot of land to build this thing on. I included all of the decorative things on the outside, so if you wanted to make those larger, you're going to need a larger space, but I have included everything that I particularly put in my build so that it fits in a 27 by 19 square. Alright, so we're going to start in the front right corner. And what we're going to do is we're going to count from the wall. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so 8 blocks, and then we're going to go, so then we're going to count 1. So this is where our first block is going to go, and that's going to be a spruce log. So we're going to count up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now from this one, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now that we're at 10, we're also going to make sure that we're 1 in, so it's right in line with that one, and we'll count 7 up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now we're 7 up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to count 8 across from the 6th block up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's the first part of our framework. So now what we're going to go and do is from here, we're going to go from the 7th block this time, and we are going to go across 7. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a normal block just like that, and we're going to build from the bottom, and we're going to go to the top, and we're going to break this one out and make it so that it's like that. All right, so that's a 3 tall pillar on the very edge of the 7th block right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this again. We're going to put a normal block down. We're going to make this sideways this time, and then we're going to do the same thing, so it goes across to under here, just like that. And we're going to go across for 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks across. All right, so now that should line up with our next thing when we go to make our next pillar. So we're actually going to come across here again to finish up this side. So now we're going to go 15 blocks from this block over that way. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to place a pillar here. And now this pillar is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the edge, and this pillar is actually going to be 7 tall as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now this one's actually not going to have a beam across the top of it, unlike the other ones. But we're going to come along the back here, and we're going to go 10 blocks away from this one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to build up 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now from this 6th block, we're actually going to do a pillar. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. All right, just like we had done before. And now we're going to come back over here. And then from here, we're going to go 4 from the edge. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the edge. And then we are going to go 1, 2 in. So this is where our next pillar goes. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. All right. And then from that pillar, we're going to go 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna build up a pillar here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. It's gonna be right in line with that one where it's supposed to be. All right, and then on top of this one, we're gonna go from the fifth pillar, or sorry, from the fifth block, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. And then also from here, we're gonna go 8 across here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now that's looking really good. So this is going to be the full outline for your house. Now, it looks a little funky right now, but once we put the walls and stuff on it, it's going to look a lot better. All right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along and put all the walls in, and then I will show you where you need to take blocks out so that we can make it look like a house that now we have finished the outline of the house. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the porch section of this house. So the porch section is composed of oak slabs, spruce slabs, oak logs, and spruce fence. So we're going to first start off by taking our oak logs, not our oak logs. So we're first going to start off by taking our oak planks and laying them in an 8x4 foundation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just going to fill it in. Now, what we need to do is we need to take our spruce fence, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, so that there's a 2 wide opening for somebody to walk up. Now we're going to take our oak slabs and put a 2 wide step here as well. Now that we have our step up, what we're going to do is we're going to take our spruce fence again and we're going to go up 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now this is going to hold up the cover for the porch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go across the top here and put 2 of these up here on top of each of these pillars of fences. That's 2 slabs on top of it. Now we're going to take the bottom part of this and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to come across here too, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to leave this corner open just for a little bit of an artistic touch. Now for this corner over here, I'm actually going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to continue around the edge of the house right here. But I'm also going to go ahead and place the extras there like that. And then we're going to bring it across like this, but we're not going to fill in the bottom blocks for this part. So it gives us a little bit of a border on the inside, but it makes the outside look very uniform. I'll show you in a second. All right, so we're going to continue to come across here and like that. And you see how there's just a little bit of border on the inside of the porch. It just gives it a little bit of a flair, something unique that I very much appreciate. So the porch roof isn't just flat, and it makes it so that these fences don't stick out like a sore thumb. All right, so now we have our porched house. So what I like to do is start with the front door. So straight across from the stairs, we're going to break out a 4x4 area plus the floor because we're going to fill that in with the oak planks. And then we're going to take our dark oak door and put a double dark oak door because dark oak goes really well with the oak. Dark oak goes really well with brick in my opinion. So now what I like to do, just to add a little bit of a more decorative flair to this, is I like to take my stairs and I like to break out the bottom and I like to break out the top of where I'm going to put a window. So then I put the window there and I use window panes. In this case, I'm going to be using white window panes. You can use whatever color you like, but that was my choice for this video. So I'm going to put a white window pane there. And now it just looks like it's an inset window. I just like adding that because it just adds a little bit of an extra decorative touch to a flat wall where it would not have been flat. And now I also like to do something similar for the doors. I like to break these 2 blocks up here and also turn them into stairs so that it just gives it more of an inset feeling. Also, I'm going to put a window here and I'm going to be using the same technique that I used before. I'm going to break out these 2 blocks down here, break out the 2 blocks up here, and just add another window. Now, adding small windows that there are a lot of really helps the lighting and interior of your house. So I highly recommend you add just small little windows. They don't have to be massive, they can be little, just to add a little bit of more natural light in your housing so you don't have to rely solely on torches. Now, the next portion of this house that I'm going to work on is going to be the front part right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and break out the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Leave a 2 wide gap and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this leaves me with a large area for my windows so that we can have some large windows in this house. Now I'm going to put 6 panes of window in each window. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little garden in the front of this window. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Now, we don't need these anymore. Those were just for laying the groundworks. So now I'm going to put spruce here, spruce plank here, and then I'm going to do fencing all the way up the sides, just to give it a little bit of a decorative edging. Now what I did was I went like this as well, across here, just like that, just to make it just to give it a little bit of an extra decorative flair, and then to make the garden beds just look a little bit nicer, I'm going to put an edging around them as well so the dirt isn't sticking out. So these are going to be your window beds. Now you can put whatever flower you want there, but at the end of this video I'll put the flower that I prefer. I liked the taller ones because they covered up the windows, so this didn't look like such a bare wall. I'm going to come over here. Again, we are going to make a garden over here. Now this garden is going to be a little bit different from the other one because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the fencing actually on top of the garden. So I'm going to put fencing right here, fencing right there, and then we're going to break out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for window pane. Now this house has a lot of windows on the front side of it, but not very many in the back. So now I'm going to add the same spruce fence just around the outside of this build again, just like I did before. Now make sure that your fences aren't like on the sides or anything of your blocks. You're going to want to put them on the top or the bottom so that the metal part of the trap door comes out to the edge of the build. Now, this is my next window. I also put flowers there, but you can choose whichever kind of flower you want. Now, I'm going to add one more flower pot here. So we're going to do one like this. Now, this is not symmetrical, which bothers me a lot, but it gives a really nice appearance to the front of your house if you add just a little garden plot. I'm just going to bring the trapdoors around the edge of it again, and just give it that nice garden look. All right, so now I'm gonna go around this side. This side is actually not as complicated as it looks, but it can be complicated if you don't know what you are trying to do. So we're gonna start out with the wall first. We will do the garden afterwards. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and break out the blocks that I need for the windows, and then I can continue with the spruce slabs and the brick walls. We're going to start from the right side because that's a little bit easier. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 up, and then we're going to go 1 in. So we're going to start by breaking that block there, and then we're going to break this one, 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 this one. There we go. Now we have a large window. So we're going to insert our windows right around here. What I did for this was I put a slab there, a slab here, 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 a slab here, a slab there, 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 and a slab here. And now what I did was I took my stone brick fence and put it there. So then it just gives it a little bit of a decorative edge, and it looks lovely. Now, in this build, I actually put a lofty area up on the left side. So that's why there's a second circular window up here on the left. All right, so for the next window, we're going to go up 2. So we're going to go up 1, 2, and then we're going to break this block right here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to break this one, we're going to break this one, this one, this one, and that one. All right, so that's how that's going to look. Now we are actually going to have to put another layer of brick on this. So let's put another layer of brick right up here so that we can finish this up. So we're going to put another layer of brick all the way across here. And then we're going to finish this window. We're going to insert the panes. And voila, it's done. We just got to put the little edging. So we're going to put the edging. We'll finish this up. And then we can move on to the next side. Now let's put those brick walls right in there. And now there's your second finished window. Now let's come around to the back here. I'm going to take these down because you don't need them. Those are just for placing for the most part. So you don't really need them anymore. Now what I did specifically was I took spruce fence gates and I went along the top of my build because it was looking just a little bit dull and there was a large wall to fill. These are extremely good for just adding a little touch to the top of walls or putting around for decoration in areas where it's a large area to fill and you don't really have any other options. So I just put those on both walls on the very... Now, in my build, I had a door back here. So I'm going to move this door. It went right here. I did it from the inside. So there's a little bit of an indent there. And then I put an overhang on it because overhangs make your build just look a little bit more sophisticated. And then I took the fences and did like that. So now we have an overhang for this door. And over here I had some barrels, which I'll add in later in the episode. So now what I did next was I made a little garden. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then go across here. And then it doesn't matter where you put the fence gate, but wherever you want it, I'm just going to put it there. You're going to put the fence gate. All right. So now you have your little melon farm back there. And then you have the rest of your house. So now we have the basis of the house done. We've completed all of the main structures. We've done everything. I'm going to go inside of it and I am going to replace the floor with oak planks. So we're going to come along here and do oak planks all along the floor until we get to the edge over there. I made this house a loft house. So over here, I took this out right here and I made it oak slabs. And I put oak slabs there, and then I made an oak slab staircase right here, right over this door, so that you can get up into the loft. So here's this, and I've actually created the edge of the loft along the edge of the window. So it comes across here, comes across here. Now this is going to be somewhere where you can decorate however you would like. And in a second, I'm actually going to put a little pillar over here. I'm going to use a wall, or I'm going to use a whole block, and then I'm going to put brick walls right underneath it to make a little pillar, just to make it believable that this loft is standing on its own. So now you have the little door. I'm going to fill in the rest of this floor really quickly, and then we'll have our whole house. Alright, now when I said that this was going to be the last part of the house and that we were done with the house, I totally forgot we still have to do the roof. So I started out by putting a stair block there and then doing it across the whole top right here, alright? And then I also put a stair block here. Make sure when you're doing roofs that you make an overhang. If you don't make an overhang, it does not look right. It just looks stupid. So make sure you do an overhang so that you can give it a little bit more depth when you're building. And also an overhang on this side. Now, what I did for my house was I took this and I put a little bit of one of these so that I could have just a tiny, tiny bit of detail over the edge. Alright? Now you don't have to do this, but I like doing this, and I actually took this across here like this, and I made it so that I could hang lanterns from these little nubs on the edge of the roof, for lack of better word. So I'm going to continue this across, and then we're going to actually have to break that brick part right there, and we're going to go like this, and then this is just like a nice start for a roof. It's very subtle. It's not going to slope up too much. And that was my goal with this house. I did not want a pointy roof on this house. So that's why this roof is a relatively flat roof, and it's not too difficult. So now I'm going to bring it up one more. I brought it across two just flat, and then I'm going to bring it up one more. And then I'm just going to bring it right across here. I'm going to double up here. Actually, I'm not going to double up there. I'm actually going to put a brick there. So actually, I'm going to put brick across here too, because that's where it's going to start. So anyway, I'm going to pull this out again. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to just bring this across like this, so that there's a little bit of brick still poking through, but it's looking good. Alright, so now we have this flat bit. We have one stair, we have one flat, and then we have two long. Now this is actually the very edge of our build. So we are going to continue across here and just finish this out, because this is the tallest that our roof is actually going to be on this part of the roof. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this across, and then we're going to start on the other side for the same roof design as we did over here. So that's finished. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the roof on this side. Now the roof on this side's a little bit more difficult, primarily because it is more complex than the other one. So what we're first going to do is we're going to go across the top right here with these stairs. All right, so we're going to go across the top with stairs, and then we have our little stairs. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go under here with the slab, just like we did before. We're just going to make the same general look to this roof. It's just the other way around, and on a little bit of a smaller scale, because this side of the roof is smaller than the other one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it here, here, and then I'm going to go across there, and then I'm going to go across here one more time, and then up. And then this time I'm going to take this across twice. And then I'm going to go up one more, take it across twice. And then we're going to go up, and then we're going to go up. All right, so then we meet the top of the flat roof. So now we're going to go across like this, just like we did with the other one. We're going to go across completely. And then we'll meet it on the other side, fix it up a little bit, fill in the gaps with brick. All right, we'll go like this. I'm gonna go across here with brick, just fill in the gaps because nobody likes gaps in their houses. I'm gonna fill that in with a stone slab because that's the side, and then we're gonna bring this across. Actually, we're not gonna let that sit open because then it just looks a little bit funky. So actually, we need to just bring this. So we're actually going to do the same thing here. Break this out, bring it across, just like this. All right, and now we're going to go across here again, and then we're just going to go across. Now this time we don't have to break the stone because it's not impeding where we need the blocks. I'm actually going to do the same thing over here, fill in all the brick up here, and then we are almost finished with this house. As you can see, the house is really coming together now with the roof and everything. So what we're going to do now is we are going to fill in the rest of this with the slabs right here. All right, we're going to go across here as well, and we're just going to finish this up. Now, as we're coming across, you're going to see that there's a little bit of an issue with lining stuff up. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that in a second. So let me just finish this up, and then I will show you how to fix this. See, conflict of interests right here. Not good. All right, so what we're going to do is instead of bringing this up on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this brick out. We're going to cut this out all the way back to there. We're going to put a full block there, and then we're going to make this a short roof. Just like this. So then we're going to go across 3 there, and then we're also going to cut this back, all the way back. So we're going to put a roof block here, and then we're going to make this short as well. So we're just going to do this, like that. So then we just have a roof that looks like this. Now what I also did up here, just to make it look a little bit smoother, was I actually made this not the same length. So I went like this across here so that it didn't look so weird on the top of these blocks. So I just brought it across here on the top so that on the front side it looks normal like that, but then when you come around it's just got a little blip on the roof and then it looks normal over here. So that doesn't look so much like it was supposed to do on the front where it was just supposed to come across. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a slab right here. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to bring it down here. And then we're actually going to take this part out. So we're going to make this like this, so that it's just sticking out just a little bit. So then that kind of fixes our issue with the roof. But I took that one out as well, so that it wasn't as popping out as the other one was. All right, and then I'm actually going to take this one out as well, just so that we have the definite division of this part of the roof and that part of the roof. All right, so now I'm just going to do this one last part with the fences, and then I'm going to go ahead and decorate this house. Alright, I've finished with the decorations, and this is the finished product. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, and if you guys do end up building this house, please leave a comment down below and tell me how it worked out for you. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!